Hello, my friends. It's like you got just me again this evening, but I'll explain that in just a few minutes. So you all just stand by on that if you don't mind. I see that Margie was here a few minutes ago, and Conrad home. Hey, Margie, I see you're back. Can you hear me okay? Can you see me? Everything going okay on that side? And Nana was here. Maybe she's still here waiting. I don't know. And Paul was here just a few minutes ago. Oh, I wanted to get a link real quick. I'd forgotten about. Hey, hello, Joe. How are you doing? Stand by one moment. I had a link that I wanted to get to share with you all. Well, y'all can. Hey, good seeing you, Red. I'm glad you're there. We're getting started here. I just, like I said, I want to get a link to share with y'all here in just one moment. So stand by on that link. Anybody else coming in? See 8 people are here and there's 4 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. Rua is not here again this evening, but I will explain here in just one moment. It's been rainy here in Western Kentucky today. Conrad, I don't know if y'all can see some of those past comments, but Conrad said over near where he is, one county got 6 inches of rain, and Nana said that looks like we might have had about 4 here. It came down pretty hard earlier. Hey, Pete, I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Again, I'm trying to get this. There, I got the link now to share with you all here in just 1 minute. Okay, I figured ads were playing for some of you, but I'll keep this. I don't know if you saw that keyboard that's sitting over there. Hey, Joe. I will tell you, and again, it's just me again this evening, but I will explain here in just one moment. We've had a secret that we've been keeping from all of you, and I want to share that with you. I've gotten I've gotten permission to do that. Hey, Ken, I hadn't seen you in the live stream before. I'm glad you're here. Lots of rain. Oh, yeah, you're over in East Kentucky, aren't you, Pete? I think you are. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, Margie, you got 2 different accounts, I guess. glad you're here. All right. Yeah, Northeast Kentucky. Okay, good. Well, I remember meeting you at that Heartland Homesteaders picnic, but I hadn't really got to connect with you too much. Hey, Payne family, glad to see you. All right, so it is just me this evening, and last week Rua couldn't be in here, and the week before that we took a week off, really for the same reason. But the reason is that we are doing this. We were trying to keep it secret, but we're not going to. We want to let you all know. We'll make another probably video announcing it later for the people who don't come to the live stream. But Rua's pregnant. So she's been very nauseous and very, very lethargic and very, just low energy. So anyway, that's why she's not in here, because the last couple of this evening and last Sunday night, she's just been laying on the couch. She's just so tired. Yeah. So we didn't think that was going to happen. We had been trying in some ways for a few years. Yeah, you thought so? We've been trying for a few years, but it didn't happen. So we thought it wasn't going to happen. And here all of a sudden it happened. But I'm telling you, because tomorrow we're going to have our first ultrasound. And if you believe in prayer, we would appreciate your prayers. So that's going to be tomorrow. And anyway, it's been rainy here today, and we've been trying to figure out our new normal for the last few weeks, because Rua's, like I said, been very, nauseous. Nothing sounds good to eat to her. She don't have much of it. Well, she has an appetite, but nothing sounds good to her. And not only that, but she's just very tired and hadn't been able to do a whole lot. So she does a lot of things around here that I don't take care of very well. What happens is I would take care of them, but she takes care of them before I have to, and they have to get pretty bad before I do some of those things. So, the kitchen is usually a little tidier than this whenever we're having a live stream, because she wants to make sure it is super tidy for you all and for ourselves. But I don't worry about that quite so much. But anyway, well, it's going to be a little early to tell the gender yet, but we'll see the heartbeat and make sure everything's fine. We had, a few positive pregnancy tests. One of the things that Rua does, this is our 6th pregnancy, but one of the things Rua does is take several pregnancy tests because she just can't believe it every time. Like, I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I can't believe it. I'm not pregnant. So she takes 2 or 3 or 4 and then finally believes it. So anyway, and she had a blood test. Things are different here in Kentucky than they were in California. You didn't even go to the doctor until 12 or 13 weeks or something like that. Yeah. It was what? It was after 13 weeks. Yeah. So you didn't go to the doctor until then, but she's already had one, online appointment because it was the first one, and then this one, and then a blood test. And they don't ever do that at all. They didn't do that at all where we were in California, but. Anyway, so that, but also wanted to share, let's see, I'm going to put a link in here. Some of you all know Keto Homestead with Jess. I was on Conrad Homestead's live stream earlier, and she's in Ohio, but yeah, gonna catch up with you. Yeah, you're a little older than I am, and you've got a 5-year-old or something like that, don't you, Kenneth? How many kids do you have? We've got 5. This will be our 5th one if it's just one in there, but we'll see. We've got 4 right now, and then whatever is in there right now. But anyway, Keto Homestead with Jess. She follows our channel some, but. She is having a hard time because she's got back 8, 24 to 4. I don't know what that means, Kenneth.
Kids, ages 24.
Oh, you have 8 kids? Is that what? Wow, crazy. 8 kids, age 24 to 4. Wow, crazy. Anyway, Keto Homestead with Jess. She's had some, health issues and so on. And she, is way behind on her property taxes because she's had a couple of surgeries and so on and so forth. And we send her a little money. If everybody will send us a little bit, then she can get her property taxes paid. And I'm going to put the PayPal link in there right now. If you want to, you can. If you don't, then I totally understand that. But we've been very blessed here. Some of you have blessed us with with some things. So we've gotten a little bit of income from YouTube, not a whole lot, but we've gotten a little bit from that. So we sent her a little bit of something, and I think something that Conrad Homestead said was that if everybody, if 1,000 people sent her $5, then she'd be able to pay those property taxes from a couple years back. If you want to, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. I know that. I thought about it a bit earlier, and if I was in that situation, then if I was in that situation, then I would appreciate help. I don't know if I'd be able to ask for help either. She had a hard time asking for help. I watched her video, but anyway, if you want to, you can. And the reason I put it on PayPal, there's a GoFundMe, but GoFundMe takes a little bit of money away from it. If you'll send it as a friend on PayPal, then you can. She'll get every bit of it. So that's what I did. So I made sure that, she would get it. And I think on her GoFundMe, it's already got like $1,000 on there. And, I'm not sure what others have sent her, but if you want to do that again, you can. I don't know Jess at all. I've never met her in person. She has commented on a few of our videos, and but even if she hadn't, I would have, we both felt good about it. Sometimes, here's the way it is with Rua and I. I don't want to be stingy or anything like that. We've been very blessed. But hey, Keto Homestead with Jess, we've been very blessed. But sometimes I don't feel like we should do something and Rua does, or sometimes I feel like we should and Rua doesn't. But if both of us felt like doing something like that, then we did. And I told Rua about the situation. She said we should send some money, so we did a little bit. And if you want to, you can. The PayPal link's up there if you'd like to. So Anyway, so that's what's going on with us. If you just got in here, I announced that the reason it's just me in here is because Rue is very nauseous and lethargic and low energy and pregnant. So we're having our first ultrasound tomorrow, and I'll let you all know very soon. I'll let you know very soon, how that goes. You coming to our meetup in Northeast Oklahoma? I would love to, but we can't do pretty much the only reason we went to the meetup here in Grand Rivers, the Heartland Homesteaders picnic, was because it's only like, just 20 miles away or so. It's pretty close. So we probably wouldn't have been able to do that with, the kids and our busy schedule, Rua's work schedule, everything else. But I'd like to eventually, maybe, we'll see what happens in the future, but not this year. I don't think we'll be able to come this year, but, we'll see. I don't think we can, but we'll see how that goes. It's been raining here on the homestead. Conrad Homestead said there was about 6 inches of rain up close to where he was. Nana checked our rain gauge up there where they are, which, about a quarter mile up the road from us. And it has about 4 inches in there. But that's what we've been doing, and, just kind of figuring things out. How are things going for all of you where you are? I've messaged with Kenneth a little bit, and he's had all sorts of snow and weather there. Okay, over where you are, Red's pretty close to us as well. So he's got 5 to 6 inches over there. Snow, more snow. Hey, this is something interesting that happened. So I've moved all of my does and my buck except for one doe, and she's got about 4 little ones. I think I might have mentioned that to you the other day. She's got 1 doe and 4 little ones from my old hutch over here, and I moved them into the rabbit carport chicken compost system that I have over there. And the problem with this one is there was a little gap at the top, and sometimes the buck would get over top, and one of the does would go over there where the buck was with the rabbits. I reminded me because I was talking to Red about the rabbits earlier the other day, and I got them in the carport rabbit compost chicken system that you know about, and my daughter Maya was in there looking at the rabbits because she likes the rabbits, and she noticed that there were some kits in there. And we counted them. A few of them had died, but we counted them, and there were 15. 2 died. We found 2 that were dead. I fed them to the chickens. The chickens love them. They're carnivores. But 2 had died, and there were 12 that were still alive, and I put in the nesting box, and I think they're fine. Several of them are still alive. I haven't counted them again. That was yesterday that happened. But that's a big litter. Red, have you heard of litters, that large before? That's crazy to me. 15 in 1 litter. Unless it was, I'd actually had 2 does in the same section. Unless it was 2 of the does. But yeah, silly rabbits. 19. Did you hear that, Rua? Red, they said they've had as high as 19 before. I thought 15 was pretty high, but yeah. Did all of yours, when you had 19, did all of those survive, Red? Or did some of them die, or what? I've not had a litter of 15 before, unless I've had that high and they died or, got eaten or something like that. But anyway, so I've been working in the, carport chicken and rabbit compost system a bit today. And I've been moving. Yeah. You raised 15 of that. That's still a lot. That's crazy. And then I moved some of this manure, this rabbit manure, into there, and they scratched through and got some of the worms and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get this cleaned up. I want to dismantle that from the house. I've got some issues that I want to, or some projects that I want to work on over there. 13 until a dog got them. Yeah, that'll happen. These are out of reach of the dog. My rabbit hutch that I have in there, it's got a couple of places where it's kind of separated. So there is conceivably a way that some of the small rabbits, maybe even a large rabbit, could get out on the bottom or get through a hole. It's a high hutch up there, but there's a conceivable way they could get out. But I've not seen one. They kind of avoid that hole, it seems like, and so I don't know. I don't know if one will get down or not. If it does, I'm kind of afraid if it happens during the day. Not afraid. Not afraid at all, I guess. But if it happens during the day, I think that chickens might peck at it and kill it and eat it and stuff. But I don't know. Chickens can be pretty brutal, and there's 30. I think there's 33 of them in my carport chicken rabbit compost system. But I want to put about 10 more in there because there's still plenty of room, and I want them to work that pretty well so we can make plenty of compost there. So that's the plan with that. Hey, homesteading in the heartland, how are you doing? Everything's going okay here? How are things going up there for you all? I've already announced, that it's just me this evening, and announced why. But I'll do another video about that soon. Chickens would eat you if you laid there long enough. Yeah, but if the rabbit fell, it would still be alive. I would assume that it's probably about 5 feet up in the air, something like that. But I assume a rabbit could live from that far of a fall. I don't know, but we'll see. Hopefully that don't happen, but maybe it will. How are things up? I already asked you about how things were up in homesteading in the heartland up there where you are. I forget exactly where you are. Bottom. Yeah, I did. I put a bottom in the nesting box. I followed kind of loosely the plans from Conrad Homestead, and I put some hardware cloth on the bottom there. Oh no, I'm sorry about that. It's going really great. We're doing really well. Everybody tell me where you were from again. I know where some of you are, but some of you I didn't. Homesteading the Heartland, you're in North Dakota, Zone 3. Ooh, it's cold up there. Jack, you're up in Pennsylvania, is it? Yeah. I was noticing, I think it's ginger like this because my light that's up here ahead of me, it's kind of, reflecting in it. But there was a joke about the... from the church where I worked at in California. Some people complained, and I complained. They joked about my sideburns because I didn't have much of a beard there. My sideburns being a different color than my hair. Got brown hair over here. New Hampshire, that's right. When I think of New Hampshire, I think of What About Bob? Whenever Bob goes, New Hampshire? That's what I think about when I think of New Hampshire. Yeah, I knew where you were, Red, and I thought I knew where Jack was at the Mindful Homestead, but well, for those of you who just got here, I want to explain again why Rua is not in it. She's been nauseous. For 3 weeks, she's been nauseous and she's been lethargic. She's pregnant, so we're pretty excited about that. And if you believe in prayer, I'd appreciate your prayers. That would be, be pretty great. We'll go for ultrasound tomorrow. Lake Winnipesaukee. How do you spell that? That's pretty funny. That's a good movie. But I've heard from, I've read stuff about it from Richard Dreyfuss that, Bill Murray was kind of an unpleasant person to work with, but who knows? He's funny. I guess, some creatives like that can be difficult sometimes, but try saying that if you were drunk. I can hardly say it sober. Oh man, it's raining up there. We had a big rain earlier today, but I don't think it's raining much right now. Well, we haven't announced it. We've been kind of keeping it secret, to be honest with you, Jack, because it's been our tradition and our practice to not announce it until after the first trimester. But it's different now. This is a different situation, and I wanted to explain to you all. I haven't put it on YouTube yet, except for here. I've not done a video specifically on it, but you all, since you're here in the live stream, you can have the first little glimpse into it. So I just wanted to explain why it was just me. Rua's not trying to give up on you all. She said hopefully maybe she'll feel better by next Sunday and then she can be in it then. But she's had kind of a rough go the last few weeks, and where nothing sounds good to eat, and she's been really tired and all that stuff. But are the kids stoked about the news? Yes and no. I think they are. So if we have it, timed right and figured it out what it is, won't know until ultrasound and stuff. Baby might be here in October, and that's about when Solomon was born, in October. That's when Solomon was supposed to be born in October, and Solomon's afraid that it's gonna, baby's gonna take his birthday, so he's not happy about that. But there were some names that they were coming up with the other day. What was the name? Did you remember any of those, Rua? There were some weird names that they had coming up with that they wanted to name the baby. I forget what they were, but it's been pretty interesting and fun as far as that. Do not let her have COVID jab for work while pregnant. The VAERS reports showing dozens of nurses that have lost babies, 9 weeks, 34 weeks. CDC warning for pregnant women now. Yeah. So she was scheduled for a vaccine, but she didn't do that because Rua, I got it. Yeah, he don't want his style cramped. But anyway, yeah, I think they're pretty excited. So all of our other children are only about 18, 20 months apart. So this one will be far different because there'll be about 5 years difference between this one and the next youngest. So, but here's the thing. I was working really hard in California, and I missed a lot of the things in California because I was stupid and I was young and I didn't appreciate it. But we're getting to experience this one a bit different. Also, I didn't get to appreciate it because we kept on baby bunching, is what we called it, what they called it. We baby bunched, and by the time that she had our baby and then started to stop breastfeeding, if she could breastfeed then. She got pregnant again every time. And then we moved here when Saul Abraham was about how old was he? It was about 4 or 5 months old. He wasn't very old. Joe said we need a fence around the pond now. It's funny. Don't start that up again, Joe. Oh boy. But other than that, there's not a whole lot going on. We've got Papa's friend has a dump trailer, and we were thinking about going and getting some compost from municipality. But the municipality that we were thinking about getting it from, somebody told me since then, it's Paducah area, said that they got some from there, and they used some diseased trees to make it, and their garden didn't do very well whenever they used the compost from there. So I don't know for sure if we should do that or not. There's somebody else who has some horse manure, but you need to let that compost a little bit before you do it. We don't. I don't know for sure if we'll do that or not. I wanted to make my own compost eventually for here, but I don't know. I was thinking about. I'd like your opinions, but I was thinking about using some of the chemical fertilizer like 15 or something like that. For the garden this year, because I don't know if I can get access to enough organic compost, but. Next year I'll be able to have enough because I'll be making it here, but I don't know for sure if I should do that or not. What do you all think? Hey, Strong Enough to Bend Homestead. They're pretty local too. Y'all got covered up in that rain? No, what I'm planning on that, if our fertilizer injector was messing up earlier in the year, was going to save some urine and use it in order to fertilize, but I don't know for sure. Nana, Papa, are y'all still in here? If you are, you probably are. But Strong Enough to Bend Homestead, they're pretty local. He said that when we get some goose eggs, if we are willing to, he'd like to get some, buy some from us in order to hatch them. So I've been meaning to tell you, but I've forgotten to tell you. Yeah, it is so wet over here. You know, man, it's so rough. I'm looking forward to it drying up a little bit. And then where we dug that trench over to the high tunnel, you know, I got stuck with the tractor one time over there, and you know, I need to get that cleaned up and fixed. So okay, good, Nana. I wanted you to. I meant to tell you that, but I had forgotten. So anyway, I really don't have a whole lot to talk about. I don't have anything in here with Rua, you know, to help me, you know, talk with either. And you all aren't asking me very many questions. 10 days in a row, crazy. It looks like my mulberries that I showed you in a picture or a video the other day that you know, learned by trial by error. It looks like some of them are you know, starting to green up a little bit more. So if I can just get one of both varieties, I bought, I think it was about 10 cuttings of both Shangri-La and Pakistani. But if I can just get one, preferably 2 or 3 or 4, but if I can just get one, then that would be great. So I think at least 1 or 2 would survive. But the avocados look good. The avocado cuttings and a friend, it is How to Grow, I think. He sent me some more mulberry cuttings. He sent me some Superior Red, and he sent me some more the natural red, just the, you know, the red mulberries that are, you know, common here that I planted 25 of up at the property line. And he sent me some Illinois Everbearing, and then he sent me some from 2 or 3 from Thailand. It's called the World's Best Mulberry. So yeah, in the high tunnel, you can do the avocado, or you can grow it outside and then bring it in if you want to. But this is a bacon variety. So how soon can you plant out cucumbers? I know no, they aren't cool weather, are they? Cucumbers aren't cool weather. You need to, usually you direct sow cucumbers is what I've heard most of the time. But we haven't done that yet. I was thinking about starting them in advance. You can start them in advance, but I think those are some that you don't want to mess with their roots too much when you do it. But I would wait until, you know, at least your last frost to even start those. But I don't know. Can't get in the woods to cut firewood. Oh yeah. You know, we've got in our, I showed you, I did a video once of going through to where I cut firewood, and where I used to cross over, Papa went and got some soil in order to put somewhere. I forget where he put it, but he took it from a place that, you know, that's the where I would cross. So now it's too steep for me to cross there. So I had to make another way. And where I made that other way, I've started, you know, making ruts in there. So it's kind of hard for me to get across there. And, you know, but this RTV X1140, excuse me, this RTV X1140 is, you know, I love it. I don't regret it in the slightest. It's really great. Yeah. So you've had good luck with direct sowing cucumbers. I bought some last fall, and it was too late to plant them. I bought some mouse melons. Have you ever heard of those before? They're like little cucumbers. So I only got like 10 seeds, so hopefully they're viable and they do okay. But I'm going to start some of those, and I'm pretty excited about that. Blind in one eye, but now I have eye infection. My good eyes, so not seeing keys so good. That's okay. I'll bear with you there. Vintage vibes. Yeah, but we've also got that. I've been cutting over in paddock 2. And we've got tons over here in paddock 1, but where the rain crosses our road, we've got some septic that's coming from Chad's house into our septic tank, and it kind of washed some of the dirt over or around the septic pipe, and not the septic tank, but the septic pipe. And before we cross over there, I want to put some more, you know, gravel or something there. Plus, that's where the cattle are right now, and the goats. That's where the cattle are and the goats. So I don't really want to go in there and get it. But yeah, Vintage Vibes is up in Canada, Kenneth. So it's probably, when's your last frost there? I'm not sure. Let's see. You were talking about using triple 15. Go ahead. You've done that. Yeah, I didn't. I wanted to go organic. I want to go organic if I can, but you know, if you can't go, and here's the thing, you know, don't let anybody make you feel bad about things. If you can't go organic, then you know, don't do what you can. You know, it's better. I watch David the Good. He's got some good stuff, but you know, I don't get to watch much of it anymore. Since I started creating content, I don't have a whole lot of time to watch other people's content. It kind of takes away that from me. But David the Good, he's got some. He did a thing about, you know, using some of this fertilizer that, you know, you start where you are. So if you need to use some inorganic, some chemical fertilizer, then, you know, do what you got to do. But you know, I don't know for sure if I will or won't. I haven't decided for sure yet. There was a guy here locally. It's actually our coroner. We went and bought something from him. I think we bought some 4x4s, 4x4x8s. We were going to use them to make our root cellar. We haven't started yet, but we will eventually. But he said something about using the poor man's garden. And what you do is you till it up, and which I don't know for sure if I will do or not, but you till it up, and then you put you know, a bag of triple 15 and a bag of lime, and then you cover it up, and you're good to go the whole season. You know, you just you cover it up with like black plastic, and then you don't have any weeds, and it's you know, it is you know, fertilized and all that stuff. So I thought about trying that last year, but I didn't. I got scared with the, you know, black plastic, because a lot of people told me to take that up because it's going to make, you know, little bits and stuff like that. And I didn't put it down very well, but I got some black plastic mulch, you know, but a big roll of it. It's a 3 foot by, I don't know how much I got. I don't know how big a roll, like 2,000 feet or something like that. Oh yeah, you got two. That's pretty cool. I haven't gotten any wood chips since last year before last. I don't know. I guess it was the year before last. So it's been, this is 2021. I guess it was 2019 that I got some. But anyway, and when we got ours was steaming too. So I like that as well. But we've used most of it, and then what we have left is, you know, good and decomposed. So that you know, really helps. Yeah, I don't have time for weeding, and I don't want to weed like that. But you know, yeah, black plastic will help with the weeding. Yeah, a chipper would be nice. I think a chipper would be really great. I'll give you all a little insight, a little heads up too. That's something that we did get. I just haven't done a video on it yet. It's still in the box actually. So it's actually a big chipper. It's a PTO chipper from Woodland Mills. It's a WC, I don't know, 88. It'll fit 8-inch, you know, 8-inch logs, and it fits on the PTO on the tractor. So that's pretty cool. We're pretty, you know, looking forward to using that to clean up the cow paddocks. So the chipper. So I'll take the logs and I'll make firewood out of it, and then I'll take the chipper in order to clean up the brush. Well, Paul, we got, I don't know, it was probably 50, 75 loads of you know, big truckloads of wood chips in 2019. Was it maybe some in 2018 too? I don't know. But yeah, we got like 50 or 75 loads of it. So that was really exciting and really helpful. You know, I spread it all over here. So all my front yard, food forest, I've probably got 5 or 10 loads up there. Then I got some across the road over on the other side where the cow paddock one is. And then I've got, you know, they dumped probably 30 or 40 loads back here in the corner. And then a bunch over here that I spread out. I spread it out all over. It's a Woodland Mills is what it is. It's one that's 8, you know, accommodate 8-inch logs. So that's pretty big. We're not going to do anything that big. The reason we got the size that we did, was so it would fit, you know, the branches from other ones, and it would, you know, chop them up pretty well. So it probably would have been fine with the 6-inch. That would be the 68, but we got the 88. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if I can show you what it is. I'll show you all again. Y'all are getting the, you know, the inside track. WC88. Yeah, 88. Here it is. I'm typing it in so you can see what it looks like, and then I can show you on the so I can show you on the screen. I can share my screen with you. I'm using